right. For this one, all we need is our pencil, paper, and our computer. Pencil and paper so we can draw on it. The computer we're going to use to take a picture. Um, and then upload our slides or put the pictures on our slides and make our GIF or our animated GIF. Sorry for the pause there. I was thinking. Um, Basically, what we're trying to do here is make this. So in order to do something like this, uh, don't get too freaked out because it's a guy walking and you're going to have to draw it. That's not a big thing. I mean, we can draw a stick figure if you want. The goal here is to understand how to make somebody look like they're walking. So does what does this really look like? And again, well, not again. I don't know if you watched the other video, but a part of this video, a lot of the drawing parts, because I'm filming it on my computer, is going to be upside down. Um, but you should still be able to follow along. Just imagine, use your imagination, and you should be okay. All right. So back to what we're doing. So what does this really entail? So let me stop this camera on here. And let me go to this other camera here. There. So what is it? So that animation is basically three pictures, right? So there's 1, 2, and 3. And they're not the best picture. They're just, I mean, to me, this is basically a stick man. And the only thing that really changes is his feet. So just like as a person walks, we're going to have a position with their foot back. This is optional. You can have their 1 foot back, and you can have the 1 foot like forward, like that. That's, I don't know why this is coming up. You can have the 1 foot coming up this way and 1 foot backwards like this. That's optional. You can have one down and coming back. You need to have one with his feet or the person's feet neutral. That's what this one is, neutral. And then you need to have the reverse of that other one where the foot is going forwards and then backwards. So this is my reverse. I mean, it's not exactly, but you get the point. All right, so how do you make something like this? We're really going to make one, then we're going to trace it. You can, if you want to make a better one, you can start with a stick figure and then use your stick figure to kind of trace. So on my paper here, let me point this down some. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to draw my little dude. And I'm just going to make his head. If you want to give him arms, that's up to you. Just know that you're going to have to do the same thing with the arms like the legs. So there's going to be a neutral position where he's kind of straight. And then there's a position where his arm is forward and then the arm, or another one with the arm backwards. So that's his head. This is going to be like his neck. Let's just make his body. His body's just going to be a big like Oompa Loompa circle. And I'm going to start with the neutral leg. Actually, I'm going to have to make little legs, because I'm running out of room on my paper. So he's going to have little legs. And that's going to have to be his foot. And then I put his hands in his pocket so I don't have to draw arms. So that's going to have to be his arms in his pocket like that. And then his other arm is over here. You can make his eyes. I made his eyes closed on the other one, but I'll make his eyes open on this one. And then I'm going to make his mouth change on this one. So because I'm making it with a pencil, I'm gonna switch over to something that's darker, and this is gonna help me see it on the papers. And actually I gotta move these so that way it doesn't bleed through. So this is my guy. We're gonna go here, here. And it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. His mouth. The point is that we understand how to make it, so that way when we really want to make something good, we can. This is his arm. That's his jacket pocket. Then we got his tummy and his other arm going into his other pocket. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is going to be his short legs because I ran out of room on my paper. I'm going to make that his other leg back there. All right, so that's my guy now. See? He doesn't look perfect. He's just, he's what I need him to be to get this done. I do not, do I? If you did it with pen like that, it's good if you erase because all those lines are going to show up on the next one. So I don't want all those lines to show up. So I'm going to erase really quick. If you're really good, you can go and color this. Just make sure you get everything as similar as possible. If you're an anime person, you can go and color it real nice and put shadows and all that stuff on there. Just keep in mind that the more detail you make on your first one is the more detail you have to make for all of them, which is fine. I'm not trying to say don't do that. Just keep in mind that's like extra. All right, so I got my dude. I erased the stuff off of him. So now I'm going to put him down. And I'm going to basically trace. I don't know if you can see through there. Can you? No, probably not. But I have that underneath. And I'm going to trace. I'm going to trace him. I'm going to trace him, his top half. And then I'm going to make the legs different. So the legs, remember, this is going to be the neutral. Before I move on, this is the neutral, his neutral leg. Then I have to have his legs apart with, let's say, this leg going frontwards and then the back leg going backwards. And then I have to reverse with the back leg going frontwards and the front legs going backwards. So first, let's go and trace them. Let me make sure the paper is the same. Make sure your paper is nice and lined up as much as possible. Let's trace my boy. I'm sure you can't see that. There you go. Try to get them as the same as possible. He'll probably have it a little bit off, but if it's just a little bit off, that's not a big deal. You don't want it to be a lot off. If it's a lot off, then you got a big problem. But if it's a little off, it's no big problem. So his upper half, we have to trace. You gotta get it as much as possible the same. So now that my upper half is done, I gotta put his legs. I'm gonna put his front leg forward. And then I'm gonna put his back leg a little bit backwards. And I kind of messed up there, so I'm trying to fix my mistakes. A little bit better. There you go. So that's the one now. So went from here, he's going to go here. So boom, 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 right? So now I need his leg with this one in the front pointing that way and this leg pointing backwards. So I'm gonna trace that again. I'm gonna put another sheet of paper on top. And then this one, we're gonna really trace it. We're gonna trace almost the same exact thing, but we're just gonna make the one leg look like it's in the back. So give me a second to get there. And I'm all over the paper, so you can't see what I'm doing. My fault. All right, so then this is the slightly confusing part. So if his legs, if this leg is the front and I need it to go back, so I'm just going to draw, I'm going to copy it, this leg, right? But I'm just going to draw the line for his leg going over top. And then this one is the one in the back. So what does that look like? Give me a second, I'll show that one to you. Line these papers back up. Almost. So there, like that. So see, pretty much the same thing, just the leg is slightly different. Really, it's just this line right here. The line is different. And that's it. So then put these together, put this one in the center. Get them lined up. So then I have he's walking. He puts his feet together. Then he takes another step, right? So now almost the hard part is taking the picture for this because we got to get this to be lined up. Ugh. This will be the hard part. I'm just going to lay it down and leave it like this. Try to finagle this thing. Maybe I'll do it upside down. Yeah, I can do that. Right, like that. I can do that. And then move it up, move this down. All right, let me put this on my 3 seconds. I probably should have cut this paper a little bit better, but that's okay. Actually, 2 seconds is fine. Picture 1, ready, go. Picture number 2. Try to keep your paper still. I'm moving my paper too much. This is probably, I should have taped it down or something. All right, picture number 2, ready, go. picture number 3. Ready, go. All right. Now we're gonna go back into Google Slides and see how we did. Let me close this off. Put the camera back on. There it is. Gonna go open up a new tab. You don't need to see that one. Open up a new tab. We're gonna go to Google Slides and open up a blank Google slide. The blank one is with the plus sign. It says blank on it. Where it says click to add title or click to add subtitle, we're going to delete that off. Remember to delete it off. We're going to click into this white space, click and hold, drag it over. And then once everything has that blue around it, we're going to hit delete. Or I'm sorry, not delete. We're going to hit backspace. Backspace can be found on the top right-hand side of your keyboard. Now that we have this, this section right here is our stage. This section over here is our preview, stage, preview, stage, preview. Try to remember. I'll definitely forget, but keep that in mind because I'm going to refer to this as a stage right here and this as the preview. So on our preview, we need to have 3 slides to get, or to duplicate slides, I should say, not to get. We're going to right click on our preview slide. For people using Chromebooks, you're going to do your 2-finger tap on the right-hand side of your mouse pad. You're just going to tap, bam, and then our little box comes up and you're going to say duplicate slide. And you're going to do that again. So that way we have 3 slides. In these 3 slides, we're going to put each of our pictures. So you're going to say insert, insert image, and insert from computer. It's got to load. Then we're going to go to, if you're on a Chromebook, you're going to go to images. If you're on a PC like me, you're going to go to pictures and then click on your camera roll. And then these are all the pictures my computer has taken. I'm going to click on the first one here, put that in there. There's my guy. Go to the next one, hit insert, image, upload from computer. Hold on, my dog is like doing stuff on the floor over here. Sorry about that. Then we are going to click the next one. Click on that. There's my guy again. I think it's really off. I can see like the picture is here on that one, and then it's not that bad actually. Well, you can see already he's moving. Yeah, he's working. He's working. Then we're going to go and get the third one. Insert the image. Upload it from the computer. Find the image. Open it to our stage. And then I'm going to hit, present up here in the top right corner of the screen. And then I'm going to click through my slides to see what he's working like. So bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that looks good. Bam, 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 bam. I mean, except for me in the background moving, it's not that bad. I mean, if you really want to do this better and you really want to get into it, what you really need to do is to get use your camera on your phone or use a camera that you have. You're going to want to hold it really still in one spot. Take a picture of it and, hold that camera, flip the paper, take the picture, hold the camera, flip the paper, take the picture. And then you'll have it like flat like this. This way, taking it on the computer is not like the way you're really supposed to do this, but this is like we're doing it this way because everybody has the computer and the camera on the computer. Not everybody has their phone camera, or not everybody has their own camera. So, this is the way that everybody can do it. Um, it's not the best way. It's not the best looking, but it's the way everybody can do it. So, um, it is what it's going to be. We'll crop this so that way it's just the picture after we animate it. So give this a name. I'm going to name this Walking. Oops, got to put an L there. Walking. I'm going to say Walking Joe. How about that? Walking Joe. Click just anywhere. Then I'm open up a new tab. In that new tab, we're going to go to Google. Make sure you're going to Google. And once you're at Google, you're going to type in Tall Tweets. Tall Tweets is tall, T-A-L-L. Tweets like Twitter, T-W-E-E-T with an S. If you forget the S, it's fine. Then the first website is Tall Tweets Convert Google Slides to GIFs. You're going to click on that. It's going to bring up this purple page or purple website. Go down to the dark purple right underneath where it says Tall Tweets Classic. Mine's, because I've been to this website multiple times, it already is ready for me, and it says select presentation. Yours, if it's your first time, you have to click and log in, or click log in with Google. When you log in with Google, log in with your school ID, put in your password for that, or your school email, and put the password in for that. And then it's going to ask you, like, can I have access to blah, blah, blah. Just hit accept or allow. Then it's going to bring you back to this page, and then you'll have select presentation, and then you'll click on that. Then it'll load for a little bit. Then you'll see the slide you just made, and just find the one that you named. Look for the one. So remember, I named mine's Walking Joe. Click on that, hit select. It's got to load with the bubbles. Give those bubbles a second to load. That was quick. That usually sometimes takes a little bit longer than that. So once you have that, you're going to look right here on this left side where it says slide duration in seconds. On that line, you're going to say 0.1. It's always got to be 0.1. Not 1, not 2, 0.1. Always 0.1. Then you're going to say create GIF. Then you'll see it work. It should work. Hopefully you're not moving like I am in the background, but your animated dude is working. He's working pretty good. So at least this part is working. I don't know what I'm doing in the background. Again, we'll crop that. And remember, I said the best way to do that is to have your own camera or your own phone to take a picture of, but this is the way we're doing it for now. Hit save on there. Once you save it, it's going to download to your computer, and the title of the file is going to be download GIF. Mine's is titled download GIF 40 because I've downloaded 40 things from this website. Once you do that, we're going to go back to Google Slides, and you're going to find your slide that you had made from last week, or at this point in the class, because I'm a little bit in the future. Is going to be the slide that you had open yesterday with your definitions and stuff. You'll see in a second. Let me open mine. So this slide right here. So the slide with your photo that you took with your computer on the first day of class, and your things that you like mine's had the bikes and pencils. I have my name on it. It says Mr. James Art, blah, blah, blah. My second slide should be my definition for animation. Excuse me, my second slide should be my definition for 2D animation, and then 2 GIF example pictures that move, and then the same thing for stop motion. I should have my definition for that, or definition for stop motion, and then 2 GIF examples. Your third slide, I mean, if you did this one, you should have that for your third slide, but that's not. Don't worry about that right now. Then you're going to open up add a new slide. So we're going to go above our preview and hit the plus. Bam, that gives us a new slide. We want to delete this nonsense that's in here. So you're going to click into the white space on the stage and then drag over. Then you see it's got those blue boxes around it. Hit backspace or hit delete. And then they vanish. Then you want to go to insert, image, insert, image, upload from computer. Remember that file is going to be called download. It's also going to be found in your downloads folder or download section, whichever you feel like calling it. Mine was download 40. Yours is just going to probably be download or download 1 or 2. Yeah, I don't have that many downloads at this point. And then here is my vision. I would call it a monstrosity, but it's just my vision. All right, so now let's crop this so I don't have all this extra stuff on here. So crop is this thing right here is right above the stage. It looks like 2 L's on top of each other, but when you mouse or scroll over top of it, it says crop image. So click on that. It's got these little black little bars or lines that come up. Whoa. On those black lines, you just go, take your time and go next to them, and then you can move them up. Mine's gonna be still a little bit messed up because I was moving all over the place. And you just want to crop into your image. So, I mean, it's not gonna be perfect. It's okay. You're gonna have to let go of being perfect for now, if that's what you're worried about, because it ain't gonna be. All right. And there, that's that's kind of bad, but if you end up with something like this is not that bad because you drew it and that's the way it's going to come out. You can, for real, you can take this into the computer and then like trace your drawing into the computer, which I did not go over. I can make a separate video for that, but that's not in this video. Once you have it to here, just save this to your Google Classroom or post it to your Google Classroom for the assignment that this goes with. This should be a 2D animation walking cycle. And once that's posted in there, I can give you a grade and stuff for that. But this is it. This is the end of the video. If you had any trouble along the way, please reach out to me or just rewind the video. You can stop the video and rewind it anytime you want and review what you need to review. Other than that, that is the end. Goodbye. Stop.